Anything you can do to build predictability into your marketing program and your lead gen program will help you get to the next level and even just stabilize your current levels and not see those big drop-offs from year to year if you just happen to get less referrals. Hey guys, welcome back to Builder Funnel TV, and in this video I'm going to show you why you always need leads, and you need lots of them, and especially if you're trying to grow, you need more of them. So let's break this down. Maybe if you're watching this, you think you have too many leads. Well, I'm going to say that you actually need more leads. And if you're watching this, maybe you don't have enough and you're saying, gosh, I just don't have enough opportunities. Obviously, you need more leads. But why is it that in our industry, remodeling, custom homes, home improvement, that you need leads all the time? And it's service-based, but it's project-based. So if you're doing $1 million a year, then next year you literally have to replace all of that revenue, right? You have to resell $1 million. So if you're trying to grow, going into a new year, going into the next cycle, you have to ramp up leads even more. So if you want to go from 1 million to 1.5 or 1 to 2, a lot of companies I talk to are at 1 million and they want to double. You literally need double the leads, most likely. Sure, you could improve your lead quality and the lead source, so maybe you don't need quite double, but most likely you will need double, and you may even need a little bit more than that if you're trying to weed people out and get more of the right types of projects. Yeah, say you're at 1 million, your average project size is 50 grand, you're doing 20 projects a year, and if you're thinking about going to 40 projects a year, that's a lot more leads. I don't know how many leads it took you to get to 20 projects, but if you double that, it's easy math, you probably need double the leads. You can't really rely on growing through word of mouth. I see that a lot where you think, hey, I've kind of grown organically through word of mouth. Almost every company I talk to where that's been the case, they hit a cap. They hit a point where they just kind of, that's the ceiling. They can't get past that. Maybe it's 2 million, maybe it's 2.5. It's usually not a lot more than that. Usually the companies that crest past that, they've invested in marketing and they've invested in growing their lead count. And that's because you can kind of scrounge up 1 million, 1.5 million in the remodeling space from word of mouth and referral. You get a few big projects and then you get some filler projects and you're there. And so you can kind of get that every year just by not doing a whole lot. And so I just wanted to introduce this concept because we're closely tied with some software companies, and our business is a recurring model and it's very different, right? So if you have 50 customers and they're all recurring projects, then maybe you're going to lose some, but you just have to sell more the next year, more than you lost, and then you'll still grow. But with project-based businesses, you have to literally move that needle in a big, big way to grow. And so that's why lead generation is so critical, and having a good marketing program is so critical in this industry, is because you have to keep replacing that revenue over and over and over again every single year. So as you head into your next cycle of thinking about generating more leads and what your growth goals are, think about that and plan that into your marketing strategy to say, hey, I really wanted to grow pretty aggressively this year. How am I going to ramp up my lead flow? Because that's really the only way that you'll get there. The other point I want to talk about with this is that, let's say you're at 1 million and you ramp up to 1.5, and maybe it wasn't through marketing, right? So you just had a big year. Maybe you got a couple extra nice projects from referrals or architects or something like that, and you kind of staff up to meet that. Well, you can go instantly back to 1 million or even 500,000 the next year if you don't have a marketing program, because again, you're just relying on word of mouth referral. And so maybe the next year you just happen to get less introductions, less people that mentioned your name. Now you're at a high level of risk because you've staffed up and you've got more overhead. Maybe you bought some equipment. You're like, great, we're growing. We got to 1.5. A marketing program and a lead gen program gives you the confidence to get to those new tiers and those new levels. It gives you confidence to make those investments. And it gives you confidence to turn away work that you should be saying no to as well. So you can land higher margin work, better projects. But when you're just scraping by and you're just, you don't have a marketing program and you just have a set number of leads, maybe it's just a handful a month, you're more inclined to take whatever comes your way, and you end up doing bad projects or low margin projects that you really are losing money on. And so hopefully this just kind of made you think a little bit differently about it. This is something that just kind of hit me over the head a few years ago. It's something I've always thought about. But the more I thought about it, I'm going, gosh, every year you literally have to replace and sell all that revenue brand new again. So anything you can do to build predictability into your marketing program and your lead gen program will help you get to the next level and even just stabilize your current levels and not see those big drop-offs from year to year if you just happen to get less referrals. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time here on Builder Funnel TV.